Hi everyone, welcome to Mindful Adventures. The first question for today, on this beautiful early morning, is what to begin journey in mindfulness? What to begin journey in mindfulness? Well, I think the way the question is worded is interesting. Maybe you meant how to begin the journey in mindfulness, but you asked what to begin the journey in mindfulness. And I don't think it's a mistake or a misunderstanding in language. There's two questions in one. The first question is really, what is mindfulness? And then the second question that you're asking is how to begin the journey. And these two questions were expressed in one as what to begin journey in mindfulness. It appears to be a simple question. But there are four parts of the question that deserve really special attention. So we'll start as what is mindfulness versus meditation. First thing to understand is that mindfulness is not meditation. There is an abundance of misinformation and a widespread misunderstanding. And that many are saying that mindfulness is meditation. Mindfulness is not meditation. Mindfulness is a method. Meditation is your being. Now, mindfulness can be used to become aware of the stuff that you are made of called meditation. And in meditation, there is no stuff. Mindfulness is the method to become aware of what the mind may be full of. Mental objects of perception, numbers, letters, words, being translated through the information in the five senses. And meditation is like mindlessness, no mind. And since you are meditation by nature, that would mean that there is no mind. No mind. Not mindfulness. Meditation is no mind. Because mind does not exist. It is illusory. It appears, which can be perceived through mindfulness. And then once you deepen in awareness through the method, you cannot practice being meditative. You would just have to do the methods of mindfulness to remember your meditativeness. You're not acquiring meditation. You're not discovering meditation. You're not becoming meditation. You are, by nature, meditation. Mindfulness is the method. Meditation appears to be the destination of the method, but the starting point and the destination are one. You are already that. So how to remember? Mindfulness. Mindfulness, there are many methods. I'll leave some in the description of the video post. There are too many methods to get into at this moment because, as I said, the question has 4 parts. Each one deserves special attention. I just gave a little bit of attention to the mindfulness part. What is mindfulness versus meditation? Again, those who get certifications in mindfulness, education in mindfulness, I would only hope that they are not telling others, as I've seen, that they do not continue to tell others that mindfulness is meditation. If they are, then please understand that they lack competence and experience because of too much information, too much knowledge. They've been consuming too much, reading books and information on methods and selling it as meditation. You cannot sell meditation. And you cannot practice meditation. Practicing meditation is like saying, I will practice being myself. It takes no practice to be yourself. Just be the self. But you can practice mindfulness. There are no words to describe meditation. Now, let's go ahead and move to the other part of the question, which I feel is very special. You said, what to begin the journey in mindfulness? Meaning, what is mindfulness? I responded. But this question is mixed in with another question, disguised as one. And the other question is, how to begin the journey. So there's 3 words here: how, begin, and journey. How to begin the journey. You know, this is the thing. If you would like to journey, you're free to journey. But there's no journey that's necessary. There is no such thing as journeying. But if you want to journey, then you can make it a thing. I'll give you an example. Let's say I want to go to the post office. And you've never heard of what a post office is, and then you ask me, what is the post office? And I show you a picture. And you see the picture, and there's a little sign that says post office. Because the idea and the concept of post office, which is a noun, you learn the noun, post office. You see the form, where you are taken to the place that is nothing but bricks, glass, and a door, and you see the form, and then the noun that is held in thought, the noun called post office, the noun, which is nothing but letters, symbols, is projected on the form. And there you go. Suddenly, there's a post office. But then there arises something else. There's a perception of space between the body and the form by which you have projected the noun, post office, on the form. And due to the perception of space, now you need the verb to get there. I'm going to the post office. I'm walking to the post office. I'm journeying on a journey to the post office. So then you have the verb in order for the noun which arose in thought, which is now projected on form, to reach the concept which is also in mind, called post office. But the post office is not over there. The post office is in here. And this is where things get even stranger, is that you need the verb to reach the noun, but it's tricky to manage with just that, because there are other nouns that you would also like to engage in and reach, which also require verbs. So then you need a measurement, and the measurement is time. The verb creates time. So not only is the distance between you and the post office, it's only perceived space, but you are the space in which both the starting point and the destination appear in as a noun. And then because of action and movement, the illusion of movement, the verb, you create time. And then we call that journey, journeying. But the time is just a measurement that also came in mind through the verb. Letters, permutation of letters, combined with action or perceived action, when all along you are the spaciousness in which all are appearing in. Therefore, there is no journey. The journey does not exist unless you would like it to. It's up to you. You have to just consciously choose. Do you want to journey or do you not want to journey? So how to begin the journey? There is no distance between you and yourself. You are the self. All is the self. There is no distance to travel, because wherever you go, you are. There is if you would like to journey, you can choose to journey. The mindfulness will help, because once you remember the self in meditation, then you see that there is no journey. The journey is imagination, illusion. We're playing pretend. There are two words left that require special attention. There's the word begin. Again, begin and ending are two concepts in mind, and the distance in between the perception of one concept and the perception of the arrival place, the destination, or the end, it is because of the attachment to these ideas and concepts that gives the illusion of a journey. There is no beginning and there is no end, just like there is no birth and there is no death. But if you would like for there to be, that's okay too, actually. The masses are playing pretend. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it. But I think it is written somewhere that for a lack of knowledge, my people perish. So with right understanding, the matter is settled. With right attentiveness in meditation, the beginning and the end are mind. The noun, the verb to reach the other noun, is also mind projected on form. All along, nothingness is space. Vacated space, which is now filled with nouns, verbs, perceptions. Please understand that the meditator is not aware of meditating, because in meditation, as meditation, your nature, there is no identification with the act. The act and the actor are one. They cancel each other out, and all that is left is awareness. Mindfulness is the place, the step, the method to get there. Now, there's one word left. How? Again, the question is, what to begin the journey in mindfulness. We took care of mindfulness versus meditation. We took care of journey. We took care of begin. Because of the concept of begin, the word journey appears in thought, as I said. So all that is left is how. How? Which means method. But let's look at inquiry. What is here now? That is how. You can't really be in the past and you can't be in the future unless you want to be in memory or imagination. So how is just be here now? That's how. Again, if you would like methods, I'll post a few in the description, although there is no method needed to know thyself. You are the self. But in asking about journeying, I understand that the question is coming from a place of innocence, but I am direct with this. The journey if you would like to journey, feel free to journey. But there is no need to travel. Where you are now, as what you are, is good enough. Not even enough, it is it. You are the space in which contains the what, the how, the where, the when, the noun, the verb, the beginning, the end, the starting point and the destination. And that's it. And if you would still like a method, I've posted a few I think already, but I'll leave one in the comment section or the description of the video. Okay, the next question. I can't find the time to meditate. So what, and, you know, no, I'm just going to stop right there. You can't find the time to meditate. There are 86,400 seconds a day. If it is difficult to find time to meditate, then I suggest that maybe you use a different measurement of time. Don't look at it by the hour, look at it by the second, because life is by the nanosecond. It is immediate. So forget about 24, 86,400 seconds. I don't know what that equals in nanoseconds, but since life is immediate, the immediacy of our existence and the immediacy of our non-existence, how exquisite and precious it is, should not be 24, should be 86,400. Can you dedicate 300 seconds to pay homage to your breath, the invisible prana energy that animates you, that animates the body, that allows you to move and play and have your way? Five minutes, 300 seconds, or 10 minutes, 600 seconds. All it takes is a nanosecond to know thyself. It comes in a flash. And then there's a settling period in which 24, 86,400, 300 or 600, it makes no difference, because then meditation will be the being. I can't find the time to meditate. People ask me sometimes when at work, how do you find the time to meditate? How? That question again, how? You can never find time. You can never find time. Stop looking for time. Just change the perspective and you'll see there can be time, which is appearing in the timelessness that you are. So if you want to use time, use time. As I said, if you want to have a journey, you can use the journey. But it's not necessary. There is no journey and there is no time. It is just the distance perceived in mind between beginning and end. I can't find the time to meditate. That's right, you can't. You can't find time. Nobody ever finds time. I don't know anybody who's ever found time. It's impossible. You can't find time. If you find it, just remember that you're only dealing with mind. Mind is time, and you cannot find it because, well, as I mentioned, there is no mind. The mind simply does not exist. It is illusory. And since we've been conditioned and trained with information, and neurons are triggered to fire in the brain, it only gives the illusion of mind. But this actually isn't to be disrespectful of the mind. It actually shows how exquisite and precious this is. If mind is activated through the I thought, for example, you say I and then whatever else, then mind is activated. The neurons are firing, but the mind, the illusory mind, is activated, and it can be used to allow the animation and the play of existence to take place. And then allow the I to return to its source. and no mind. Yeah, it's simple, very simple. It is so simple that most cannot comprehend the simplicity, and therefore the need for methods and information and certifications and education. But the simplicity of it is beyond comprehension, which creates the play. So don't look for time, because you cannot find the time. And if this is troubling, I know that sometimes the language can be a little bit direct. That's why it's the direct path, direct. Then just change the measurement yourself. Okay, the rest of the planet or the neighborhood or whoever, your friends or family, they live by 24 hours. Then they just practice. Saying, okay, so maybe for a few days I'm going to live not by the hour, I'll just live by the second. 86,400 seconds a day. And then you may find that there's an opportunity that is eternal beyond numbers. And objects. The opportunity is here now, because life is immediate. Don't think about beginning, just go. Where are you going? You're already there. Wherever you go, you are. So just be. No method is required. Just be. And then maybe all of the, actually not even maybe, I apologize. Maybe is a tricky word. Just be. Don't pretend to be. Be. And no method is required. May all be meditation. Namaste.